20-15, getting ready to start up with the second quarter here. And the action is underway. As Chris Thomas having a little fun there with the mascot beforehand. Chris Thomas with the assist to Kinkukbe. 22-15. Logan now down by 7. 7:30 to go.
And look for him to get in the set here, Tony. Try to get a...
Deontay Coleman 3 for 3 in the first half so far on the three-point shot. And Chris Thompson will get charged with the offensive foul. That'll be his first personal. And believe it or not, John, they've held Chris Thomas scoreless, and he averages 39.5 points a game. 34.9, excuse me.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Tony, that's a lot of points, especially in a high school game.
Yeah, either way, 39.4, 34.9. They're turning some heads.
Yeah, I definitely thought they would run a little more offensive set, and every time I say that, they normally get a quick shot. Getting 7 foot helps, don't it, Tony?
Yeah, right. Being a little agile don't hurt him much either. In the JV game, we saw him hit a 3.
Yeah, he's well-rounded.
Found out from one of the gentlemen associated with Princeton today, he's a new addition to the academy, is Deontay Coleman. Another side note we should probably talk about here is Paul Williams. If he gets 12 points tonight, he breaks Mark Hatcher's uncle, Mark Hatcher's scoring record of 1,568 points. And here down here on the other end, though, we got Brian Ekinkukbe scoring again, 26-20. Deontay Coleman fires a 3. His first miss from deep.
You know, looking at that record, Tony, that says something because a lot of great players have played here in the field house for this Logan squad.
Paul Williamson there is going to miss the shot, but Stevie Browning come up with the offensive rebound. So Steve Browning will get his first free throw attempts on the night, and the first one is good.
He strapped it on, Tony. He came to play tonight, didn't he?
He sure has. He now has 7. Excuse me, he now has 9. 26-21 is your score. Stevie Browning connects on both of them. 26-22, Logan now down by 4. Starting to trim with that lead a little bit. As Chris Thomas has the ball, gets it over number 15, Manga.
There you go, Tony.
And the footer hitting the 3.
Oh, man. That's hard to guard.
29-22, Logan down by 6. 7. The math ain't very good.
We won't hold against you, Tony.
Paul Williamson, front rim, no good. Chris Thomas going to go the other way. Steve Browning cutting them off. Number 23, Christian Leach going up with the shot. He now has 8. 31-22, Logan down by 9. About 5 minutes to go here and counting in the second quarter.
Well, Deontay's really been the heart of the offense tonight, hasn't it? As Paul has failed to find his stroke yet. Deontay and Mr. Browning.
So last touch by Coleman. The ball will go right back to Princeton Day.
I like it out of Deontay, though. That's a good, strong take, Tony. He looked to draw contact. Didn't. Just got excited and got his knee up there too far. Knocked it out of his hands.
Trevor Andrews comes in for Seth Hayner. Still 31-22. Logan trying to avoid its first double-digit deficit of the night. Chris Thomas yet to find his stroke. He's off the miss. Trevor Andrews grabs the rebound. It's Deontay Coleman. Gary Miller now at the ball.
A few more passes than we're used to seeing, Tony, out of this Wildcats team.
Yeah, it seems looking to slow this down a little bit. Stevie Browning's going to fire up a three, in and out, no good. Number 3, Matt, comes down. But the ball is stolen away by Deontay Coleman. Goes over to Stevie Browning. He goes up with it, no good. Trevor Andrews can't come with the follow. Now Chris Thomas is on a foot race going the other way. And he goes up and gets in the scorebook. And now we have an 11-point deficit for the Logan Wildcats, 33-22. Here on WVSportsnet.com. Well, John, Logan's got to, we're going to have to figure out a way to get Paul. I know they're trying to get him involved, but I mean, most people like to say shooters are going to get out of that funk eventually as many shots as the shooter of the team normally takes.
Yeah, anybody that don't know Paul that's watching our show might say, well, he's taking bad shots. Well, man, Tony, we saw him everywhere, every different venue, and he's been able to light it up. So, he's definitely in his range. He's just, something's just a little bit off. Maybe it's his timing, jump, something. But he's a shooter. He'll find his rhythm. But I tell you what really helped the Wildcats is Coleman and Browning coming up, stepping up. We've covered a few of their games, and they've kind of been non-factors, Tony. Both of them pushing, 10 points. Them are game totals for them in the past, games that we've covered, and they've already hit that mark here at halftime.
Well, they have 21 points between the two of them, and Paul's got the other one, and that's the scoring so far for Logan. So they're going to need a little more other than that. They have a chance in this one. Deontay Coleman now getting the ball over to Browning. Hands over to Paul Williamson. Paul's going to travel.
We saw him doing what he does best right there, ain't it, Tony? Trying to get to the free throw stripe. Got his man up in the air. Just walked a little bit.
And the frustration continues for Paul. But another turnover here forced by Logan. Now 3 minutes to go here until halftime. Deontay Coleman gives her to Paul Williamson. Deontay will go to the left-hand side, fire up a three, no good. Rebound's going to be last touched by Gary Miller. And Chris Thomas will take the ball out for Princeton Day. Number 23, Leach. Number 1, Trey Duncan's in the game. Coleman gets the ball. Well, he did a little give and go there with Steve Browning. And Logan wearing your white. Princeton Day wearing your red. Deontay over to Paul. Herbert Williamson. Paul over to Deontay. Finds Trevor Andrews underneath the basket. Andrews goes up and gets his name in the scorebook. 33-24. Logan now down by 9.
Good pass.
With 2 minutes to go. Excellent pass there, John. Not trying to one up. So you have a three there. Not sure who hit that.
Number 23. Good take by Deontay. I like that out of him, Tony, seeing him explode to the basket like that.
And sticking with it is Ekin Kugbe. He now has 12.
no positioning for the rebound for the Wildcats. Nobody boxed anybody out, though. They're all just standing around looking at the rim.
38-24 is now your score. Logan down by 14. As Gary Miller gets it off the pass from Browning. And Gary Miller fills it up. 38-26, minute to go. And Chris Thomas comes down and hits one right back. He now has 4. Now under a minute to go. 40-26.
He got that shot off quick, didn't he, Tony?
Sure did. Jonathan Coleman finds it cutting Paul
pass.
Williamson. And Paul gets his first field goal of the night, 40-28. Sometimes it just takes a layup for a shooter to get that confidence back.
That's right, Tony. With a shooter, it's all in the mindset.
Straight dunk. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, because normally the mechanics are always the same with a good shooter.
Coleman gets it over to Steve Browning. It's Paul Williamson. He's going to pull it out and set up for the last shot here with 15 seconds to go. And counting. 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5. Paul loses his dribble, gets over to Deontay. 1. Paul fires it up, and no good. I don't think that's what Hatch had drawn up there, but either way, your score at half is 40-28. Princeton Dave running the Wildcats here in the first half. And Coach Hatch has got some serious halftime adjustments to make. So that way, see if they can get the Wildcats back in this one here in the second half. Again, your score at half is 40 by the Princeton Day Academy and by Fair Logan Wildcats 28. I'm Tony Lane alongside with Jonathan Foster on WVSportsNet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.